All right, folks, Vitek here from Wani, and with us today we have Dark Funeral frontman Heljarmadr. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm just fine. How about you?
I am doing good. You guys must be super stoked that you're just one day away from the release of the new album Where Shadows Forever Reign. Now, an album after 7 long years. I'm sure you guys must be excited.
Yeah, we are, and we've been waiting since we finished recording the album. We've just been waiting to get it out, to get it out. We had everything done, all the artwork, all the layout, everything. Just want it out. So yeah, tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow is the D-Day, and your fans have got a taste of it. You guys released a fantastic video this week, which was like amazingly shot. So how's it been the response from your fans so far? The material which you have released.
I think it's been really positive. Everyone seems really happy about it. Getting a new album to start with, and everyone seemed to like it a lot too, which is even more important to me.
And this album, from the let me say from the entire Dark Funeral discography, musically it ticks almost every box. I mean, there's got to be I feel a conscious decision from the band that you guys didn't want to experiment too much with your formula and want to make sure that you get the basics right before you try to do something ambitious.
Well, yeah, I guess there is a framework, but at the same time, musically, I think the new album have some new elements in it. It's not a different. It's not entirely different from the other albums. It got elements from every part of the discography, as you said, and of course some new stuff too. That's kind of sneaking in, and some parts are even sneaking back from the old days, like some of the spoken parts that haven't been there. I think Secrets album had them.
Right. All right. That sounds really good because your vocals are phenomenal. I mean, Emperor, I mean, he has been, known as a face of Dark Funeral, and now we have you with your very traditional approach to black metal vocals, and it must have been very difficult for you for, let's say, fill in big shoes, of Emperor, but here you are delivering something which is not a clone, but your own actual performance and giving all you got on the album.
Yeah, I mean, Caligula is a big guy. He's very tall, but I don't know. I have to fill my own shoes first. I can't fill other people's shoes. I had to fill my own shoes, and that's been my aim from the start. I've never tried to copy anything from Caligula or even Themgorot, who was the first vocalist. I do my thing, and every old song that I do live is my interpretation of how I see the song and what it means to me. So yeah, of course I have to do my own thing. Otherwise, it would just be no. I wouldn't do it if I can do my own thing.
Right, right. And good to hear that. And how is it working with Ahriman? I mean, he is the chief songwriter of the band, and obviously he will have a vision in mind when the songs are written, and obviously it is all arranged based on your voice. So how was this entire process of you, recording your voice, and was Ahriman part of this entire process with you?
Well, actually, ever since I started with the band, we've been slowly working on the new album from day one, pretty much. At first, we did the Nail to the Cross single. It was kind of a good way to see how we work together and how everything works out and fits, and that's how we've been doing the album too. We've been sending files back and forth. He's been writing riffs, sending them to me. I put vocal lines to them, some vocal melodies, sending it back. He's been listening. Oh yeah, I have this great idea and I have this idea. Can we do it like this? Sending it back to me, and then been trying his ideas and adding more of my ideas and sending it. No, it's been like that. It's been a very long discussion.
Okay. Maybe one of the reasons why it took 7 years for this album to come out, keeping in mind that it's got to be almost perfect.
Well, no, I don't think so, because I mean I've been working with this for 2 years, not
Yeah.
7 years. So and some of the riffs and half of the songs were written before, but a lot of the material is brand new.
That's good to hear. And also for you, giving your performance, I noticed that the songs were, some of the songs had that perfect catchiness in your voice. I mean, I could literally hum the voice, I mean your voice on the album with just the riff. So there's a memorable factor which comes to your voice, which maybe I as a fan wasn't able to connect to Caligula. So that's another thing. Maybe the Dark Funeral fan base would find something more interesting from your voice, because eventually it all depends on how one interprets your performance.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's the old cliche, the art is in the eye of the beholder. And
Right.
yeah. I think, yeah, of course, it's true. It's true. I suppose some people might have some. It's a very backwards genre, the black scene. So some people might have problems with change. But,
yeah. It's still dated.
I think that if they give this new album a chance, yeah, they might be surprised.
Definitely, man. It's good to hear. And inspecting the cover art was something very interesting. I've been looking at it for literally for such a long time that I noticed that the first thing which struck me was the similarity to the debut album of Dark Funeral. I mean, it's got the same blue hue. It's got the same, literally same hooded monk that looks like one of the monks on the debut album. And I kind of felt that you guys have, this album signifies a fresh start in a way, maybe personal or various other things. Am I right in that sense?
Yeah, both yes and no with the album cover. Yeah, of course, the symbolism behind it is correct. Of course, it's a fresh start. But when we decided what to do with the cover artwork, we determined the color first. We wanted blue.
Okay.
And then we were thinking, who's the best one to make album covers? Nicolod. Yeah. Is he available? Yeah, he was available. Cool. So we sent demos and lyrics to him. This is what we're doing right now. So if you have any ideas from that, and so he did that painting, and we were eager as fuck to see. So, yeah, can you show us something? What you're up to?
Right.
Yeah, no, right now, not right now. Maybe next week. And
okay.
He kept us in the dark, and the cover is his interpretation of the title track. It turned out.
Wow.
So it's it's a perfect match for the album, I think.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And even the production is way better than your previous albums, obviously, because there's been a lot of change in the technology also from last few years, and it might have, that's one reason for that. But Lord Ahriman and even the other guitar player Chakmol, their guitar lines are amazing. Some catchy leads, great solos. So when I don't know how well aware you are of the songwriting from their side, but I'm sure it must have been very inspiring to hear such great songs being written by these guys, and you get to sing on them.
Yeah, but it was interesting to get the demos and to make vocal lines for that. It was an interesting ride indeed.
Right. And Satyricon, recently I had a chat with them, and I realized that they had this opinion that still many fans still prefer their early albums, or let's say even Immortal, for instance. Many of the fans do like the early black metal albums being released, let's say, by Mayhem or Immortal, but somehow the next part of their career, they don't get the same love as compared to in the past. I mean, does the nostalgia in black metal scene, let's say, still bother you from your personal point of view?
Well, no, it doesn't, because I think personally I'm one of those backwards kind of music listeners too. I don't really have that much time to check out new bands and stuff. But I usually follow the bands that I liked before from the 90s mostly, and Satyricon. I like Satyricon a lot, and I like the way they have progressed too.
Right. So would there be any upcoming tour in support of this? I would definitely assume Europe would be the first target. So is anything planned in terms of taking this album on road? Because these songs are meant to be played live, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're gonna be on the road a lot. You will see everything when we have finished the details of it. But yeah, we're planning tours, of course we are.
Anything from the festival side this year?
Well, yeah, we have plenty of festivals. We have Grass Pop, Hellfest. What more? We're doing a Swedish festival tomorrow, actually.
Oh, Sweden Rock.
No, Metal Svenskan.
Okay.
And then we go to the Netherlands on Sunday to do Forta Rock.
Ah, Photo Rock, yes, that's happening late this weekend.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a bunch of festivals lined up for the summer, and then by autumn, hopefully we go on tour.
Tour, awesome, man. Good to hear that. I would be looking forward to catch you guys. I've never seen Dark Funeral. I'm right now sitting here in India, and I'm sure I've spoken to Ahriman a couple of times before that he's very excited to come here, and I hope
Yeah.
you guys get to come here, soon.
Yeah, if we get a good offer, then we of course will come.
Obviously,
That
man.
would be really cool, actually.
So if you have to conclude the interview by, let's say, describing the sound of the album, Where Shadows Forever Reign, in just one sentence, how would you do?
Organic and dark black fucking metal. That's it.
Organic and dark black fucking metal. Well, I gotta
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you.
Yeah, because the tradition now, or the trend now, sound is to make it sound organic, and I really love it because it's bringing the old school feel back. It's not as compressed anymore.
Absolutely, man. Man, thanks a lot. I had a great chat. You have a wonderful evening, and take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'll say hi to Ahriman too, and I said I took his interview from.
No problem, man. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.